Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and create a bit of a dog bone shape with some curves on here. First thing I'm going to do is I want to have some flats. I want to keep my nails spaced out. This whole 1 3/4, it is 1 3/4 along that line. I clicked on that line, you can see it's 1.75. And I want to have a wheelbase of, oh boy, what am I going to say? 4.5 inches. So I'm going to create a sketch on top here, and I'm going to go ahead and create a point in this sketch. The point is going to be on this line, and create another point here, here, and here. I'm going to highlight. So those are vertically constrained. They automatically constrained in there. I'm going to go ahead and space those points 4.5 inches. 4.5. They'll all move. And then I suppose, oops, I'm going to go ahead and constrain that. I thought that was constrained. That and that and that and that, because I want to certainly be parallel. I want to see if I can quickly choose that to be half of 4.5, so I just type 4.5 divided by 2 in case I couldn't calculate it 2.25. So I have centered, and that's on there. So now I'm going to have I'm going to go ahead and create a bit of a dog bone shape. I'm going to do that with a polyline here. I'm going to go up, let's see, put a little curve. Actually, I'm going to use an arc. And I'm going to come from here to here, a little bit of a curve. I'm going to do this similar out front here to here. A little bit more. Alright, and then I'll use a polyline in here. Click, go down towards the midpoint, click. Again, I'm just doing this arbitrarily, meaning I'm just doing what I think looks okay. I'm going to right click and hit OK. So now I'm going to reflect, because I don't want to work too hard, but I'm going to reflect this one and this one and this one about for the mirror line. I want to use that line right there. It's not showing up, so I'll go up to my browser, hit the origin, and then click on that line and hit OK. So I would use any assemblage of arcs. I notice that's going up a little bit. I'm going to bring that down a tiny bit, and I'm satisfied with that. I don't know, I don't want to make it really shorter, so I'll just kind of take it down like that, and I'm going to call it suitable for these purposes. But I can now highlight these, so if you take a look with that sketch, I'm going to now tap extrude, and I'm going to go around tapping these points here. Since I chose the top, it automatically has the outside, and I'm just going to drag it down like that. Hit OK. Now I want to go ahead and put a little bit of a organic shape on here. So I'm going to choose a sketch on the side view. I'll choose any of those flat planes. I can choose that there. That works just fine. Let's see if it'll let me connect to that. See, it won't snap to that. So what I want to do to snap to it is I want to hit project. And I'm going to go ahead and project this line here and that line there. And then I'll just roll in a line here a little bit, but as long as I can snap on the beginning and start. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to kind of make it go up, and then back down, and then up a little higher, and then back down to the midpoint there. I'm going to hit, okay, dog's getting after me here. Alright, so I got that line on. Now I won't be able to extrude this. If I hit finish sketch, notice it won't select that. So I'm going to go ahead now and complete it. It needs a closed surface and it's not recognizing all these points. So now I'm just going to go with a line. Whoops. Up, out, around, down to nobody. Oh boy, the dog is trying to get up on top of me. I'm going to hit finish sketch there, and now I can choose that. Now this is kind of weird if you look at where this plane is, because I chose the mid plane. So I need to extrude from there. I'm going to go change this to both symmetric, both directions. And then when I drag that out, it will go ahead and shave in both directions. I'm going to hit OK. I'll turn off my origin, and I've just went ahead and made something a little bit more aerodynamic. Lots of little carving tools in there. I'd imagine that I would honestly shift click around here. I'm going to click these lines all the way on top. Oops. And shift and click and shift and click and shift and click. Take a moment, go around this side, shift and click and shift and click and alright, I'll leave that black back flat, and then I'm going to right click, and I'm going to model a little fillet. Oh, won't let me do too much of one. Now realize that fillet, so I'm going to be able to cut this plane. I'll be able to cut that shape on it. I'll print it 1-to-1, and I'll tape it on the side of my block of wood, and I'll make that cut. Then I'll come to the top here, I'll print it 1-to-1, and I'll cut that out. But understand that those fillets are going to be done by hand. That's going to be, you know, a little bit of time with some sandpaper or rasp, a file, and whatnot, but I don't mind doing that. I kind of enjoy that. Quickly clarifying what I just said, I would create a drawing from design, and if you look, this is 1-to-1 scale, so this is 7 inches long and everything, but I will literally, you guys will print this out, you'll grab a pair of scissors, you'll cut this out, you'll then use tape to put this on the block of wood that you are handed, and this will be our template to cut out. So that you can do that. So I would, let's see, I would do this one on the side first and cut out that shape, and then I'd place this on the top and cut out that shape. Then I'd go by hand after those cuts are made, and I'd clean it up with a rasp, and I'd just put a gentle, I'd break the edge at least, but I'd probably go and put a smooth curve. I have a nice flat place where I'm going to end up drilling for my wheels, and I have a flat reference surface on the bottom, which is going to allow me to drill in and place some weight here, which I'll visit in the next video.